Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you. Deputy Premier, Ministers of the Government, National Sports Center Deputy Chair, Katura Horton Parent Chief, President of the Bermuda Triathlon Association, Ms. Sharon Hammond, President of the Bermuda Olympic Association, Ms. Judy Simons, Bermuda Tourism Authority CEO, Mr. Charles Jeffords, members of the media, members of the public, and of course, Ms. Flora Duffy, whom we've come here on her day to celebrate. Good afternoon. I'm honored to be at our National Sports Center South Field, or as we will say from today, the Flora Duffy Stadium. I'm honored to be here, not just as the Premier, but also as a proud Bermudian who cheered as loudly as anyone else as I watched with my wife, watch Flora break the tape and claim gold in Tokyo. No venue could be more appropriate to continue the tributes to our champion and her holistic achievements than here at the heart of Bermuda's athletics. This stadium and this track have been graced by some of Bermuda's greatest athletes, including our Golden Girl herself. It is a site where we gather with national pride to support the incredible sporting feats of women and men who dedicate themselves to representing our country and achieving that dream of bringing home the gold on the world stage. In July, in Tokyo, that dream became a reality for our very own Flora Duffy and for Bermuda. The country watched with bated breath as Flora gracefully conquered every aspect of that triathlon event. We swam each stroke, we cycled each kilometer, and we ran each step with her on our way to victory and on her way to making history. The sense of pride that Flora gave to us on that day will be a feeling we will not soon forget. Therefore, it is only appropriate that we pay tribute to what Flora has accomplished and what she has given to our country with recognition fit for an Olympic champion in the renaming of the National Sports Center's South Field and in the commissioning of a statue by the government in Flora Duffy's honor. Today, we also pay tribute to the man who paved the way for Flora and all of Bermuda's athletes, Mr. Clarence Hill. His bronze medal at the 1976 Olympics showed us that our small size as a country was no limitation on what we can achieve on the global stage. In recognition of his achievement, the government is also commissioning a bronze bust in his honor. Thank you, Clarence, for inspiring generations of athletes and helping them to believe that they could stand on the podium as an Olympic medalist. Finally, Flora, thank you. Not just for your momentous accomplishments at the Tokyo Olympics, but for the years you have so elegantly and successfully represented Bermuda on the international stage. I hope that this renaming of the National Sports Center's South Field and the events of today show the appreciation and pride we feel for all that you have achieved and the thankfulness we feel for the inspiration that you've given to Bermuda athletes in the future and the belief that they can also be an Olympic champion. Thank you. Minister.
Good afternoon. Honorable Premier, the National Sports Center, Deputy Chair, to the BOA, Judy Simons, and special guests. Thank you for all of you who are watching online. Of course, it goes without mention, I have a great deal of pleasure and pride this afternoon to join with you here at the National Sports Center to honor Ms. Flora Duffy, the most accomplished Bermudian athlete of our time. It's been said that sports are considered to be the epitome of hard work and dedication. For an athlete to get to the pinnacle of their sport, even the most naturally gifted athletes, they have to give it their absolute all. The great American track and field gold medalist Wilma Rudolph once said, "Believe me, the reward is not so great without the struggle." And Flora, from your humble beginnings as a young girl to reaching the highest heights of your career with winning the gold medal at Tokyo Olympics, we can appreciate that you have gone through an incredible journey of hard work and dedication to reach this moment in your career. So Flora, you have given us so many incredible moments over the years, and these are the moments that we will remember for a lifetime. So today, against the backdrop of where our athletes become legends, we are here today to honor you with naming the National Sports Center the Flora Duffy Stadium. This location where you've trained and worked so hard, and where we are so pleased that we're able to recognize you in this manner. We hope that this area will be an inspiration to all of our young and up-and-coming athletes to reach their higher standards, just as you have done. So Flora, please know that we are so immensely proud of you, of your achievement, and on behalf of the Ministry of Youth, Culture, and Sport, congratulations, and we wish you nothing but continued success. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Bermuda. Although protocol has already been established, I would like to take the opportunity to especially acknowledge Flora Duffy, the woman who has brought us all together today, Clarence Hill, Bermuda's first Olympic medalist, and the many Olympians and Paralympians on whose legacies Bermuda's future athletes hope to build. It is my distinct pleasure to appear today in my capacity as Deputy Chair of the National Sports Center Board of Trustees. My name is Keturah Horton Perrin-Chief, and I'm an Olympian. Unfortunately, the chair was unable to be here today, and as an alumnus of Warwick Academy, I know he's disappointed to not be able to give his remarks on this auspicious occasion. Flora was also a student at the illustrious Port Royal Primary School. And although I did not attend any of the schools that Flora attended, it was my privilege to compete as part of Team Bermuda for several multi-sport festivals along with her, and more recently to serve as chef de mission during her incredible triumph over every other member country of the Commonwealth as she stormed to victory at the 2018 Commonwealth Games in Gold Coast, Australia. Flora, as the globe watched you charge down the final stretch in Tokyo, clinching that finish line tape and raising it high above your head a full minute and 14 seconds before anyone else arrived, Bermudian hearts swelled with pride and our eyes overflowed with tears of joy. Bermudians jumped up and down in our living rooms. Bermudians shouted to the top of our lungs, "She's ours." Only an athlete understands the decades of dichotomy, struggle and elation, sacrifice and reward, tears and laughter. But you showed every Bermudian that all of this is possible. The gold, the glory, the excellence, and all of it is worth it. And most importantly, as you motorcaded through the streets of our island home on October 11th, the International Day of the Girl, you reminded us all that representation matters. Sport has always been a male-dominated field. Girls are often asked to consider other career paths, told that athletics is merely a hobby, and advised that they will never be able to make a life or earn a living in sports. You routinely prove the naysayers wrong, so thank you for that. Bermuda has an Olympic champion, an Olympic gold medalist, and she's a woman. Representation matters. On behalf of the National Sports Center Board of Trustees and the NSC workforce, it is my privilege to acknowledge the naming of a portion of one of Bermuda's most recognizable locations in celebration of your Olympic achievements. We hope that this reminds every Bermudian that we belong at the top of every ladder as we aspire to climb to the highest heights of each one of our distinct career paths, whether that be inside or outside the wide world of sport. Flora Jane Duffy, Commonwealth Games champion, world champion, Olympic champion, Bermuda's champion. Thank you for your spirit, thank you for your dedication, and thank you for your unapologetically Bermudian excellence. We salute you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Honorable Premier David Byrd, JPMP, the Honorable Minister of Youth, Culture and Sport, Dr. Ernest Peets, and Honorable Ministers, other invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. The Bermuda Olympic Association joins all of Bermuda and fans from around the world in celebrating the naming the Flora Duffy National Sports Center's side field. In recognition of Flora's historic achievements of winning Bermuda's first Olympic gold medal at the Tokyo Games, the Bermuda Olympic Association selected Flora as its first Order of Merit recipient as a token of our appreciation for exemplary achievements and meritorious commitment that she has demonstrated for many years and for being a role model and an inspiration to all of Bermuda. We are very proud of you, Flora, and we wish you continued success as you inspire this and the next generations for many years to come. It is my honor on behalf of the Bermuda Olympic Executive Board and all the members of the Olympic family to present you with the BOA's first Order of Merit medallion. Can I have the rest of my team come forward, Flora? It's an absolute honor.
Good afternoon, everyone. This came as a complete surprise to me, but thank you so much. Yeah, wow, it's quite overwhelming. It don't surprise me like that. But thank you. It's wonderful to be here today. I've spent many years running on this track, from Front Street Mile trials to interschool sports, to my personal favorite, running with Steve Burgess for many years. Steve would often like me to do 20 times 200, which I was reminded on Thursday when I was up here myself doing 20 times 200. So I suppose some things never change. But I'm honored to see my name on the wall, and my greatest hope is that every young athlete that comes to the stadium is reminded that they too can be an Olympic champion or a world champion, or just to chase their goals. And as Katura mentioned, representation matters. And I'm honored that to be a woman up on the wall and to especially show the little girls that come up here that they can also do it too. So thank you so much to everyone that's made this possible. I'm extremely overwhelmed by everything that is happening and just so honored, so thank you.
Now we're going to cut the veil on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you, members of the media. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you to the online audience for watching this afternoon's renaming ceremony. That concludes today's event. Thank you.
Remember, people are still live. People are still live. If you go and go left, you're straight.
I'm stuck underneath here.
Huh?
Stuck underneath here.
Oh.
Minister. Minister, could you just turn towards us a little bit? Open up. There we go. Perfect. Yep, fine.